beautiful Saturday morning, and today I'm headed out to Raven Rock State Park. I'm going to be hiking the Campbell Creek Loop Trail. It's just a little over 5 miles, and it's kind of cool this morning. When I left the house, it was about 33 degrees. It's up to about 35 right now, but really looking forward to this hike. I've done it before, a couple of times before, but really looking forward to just sharing that with you guys. So we'll be there before much longer. We'll see you on the trail. So I've made it here to Raven Rock, getting ready to hit the Campbell Creek Loop Trail, and sure enough, that is a trail that I'm taking. It's actually says it's 5 miles, and it says to plan for 3 to 4 hours to walk it. And so today I am planning on taking a leisurely walk, so may take me 3, may take me 4, may take me 5, who knows. But I've hiked this trail before. It's not a very difficult trail. It starts out and goes downhill for I don't know, a good quarter mile. Crosses the bridge, and then the loop starts there. So there's still a lot of people here close to the ranger station, so wasn't a whole lot of people here. There were a couple of groups, looked like youth groups, maybe a scout troop or two. It was hard to tell, but anyway, I am hitting the trail, and I'll check back. Alright, I'm out. Okay, so I've got to the bridge. It's about 4/10 of a mile actually from the trailhead, so I'm gonna try to show you what that looks like here as we approach. This is a really good trail. It's got some places to sit and that sort of thing. Here is the bridge. So while I haven't looked at the map close enough to know for sure, considering this is the Campbell Creek Loop Trail, I would say this is probably Campbell Creek that we're getting ready to cross. And so if you decide to do this trail, as you get here to this bridge, you've got to make your first decision. Because as I said before, this is where the loop starts. And so when you come to the sign, if you go to the right, it stays pretty flat along the creek for about a third of the trail, and then it turns uphill, comes across the top of the ridge and back down. And so when you get to this point, if you go to your left, you're going to start out by going uphill. So you'll go uphill for, I don't know, about a quarter of the trail, and then you'll walk across the top of that ridge and then come back down the hill and then be flat coming back toward the bridge here. So if you go this way, it's going to be kind of flat for a while, and then if you go this way, it's going to start up. And so it says there is a family wilderness camp in here. There are some pit toilets up there, I believe. But yeah, I always, first time I did this, I went to the right, and I didn't like it. The views of the creek just seemed to be prettier coming back with them to your left. So yeah, I usually take the left-hand fork across the bridge and go do the uphill portion of the trail. And it's not bad uphill. I mean, it's just nothing that's going to put a huge strain on you. So yeah, let's see if this sign has. I was going to mention that this sign is got the blue blazes with the round trail markers from this point back around to the bridge. I don't know if that's back to the bridge or back to the parking lot, but it's 3.9 miles. And as you walk, one of the things I like as you walk, you will see the mileage on those blue trail markers change. And depending on which way you go, of course, one counts up, one counts down. So I believe we're going the way that they count down. So yeah, that was the first little uphill, and like I said, it wasn't very bad at all. So we'll just continue to walk here. Thankfully, so far at least, there's not a whole lot of people on the trail, and like I say, I enjoy that, this solitude and being out here. Every so often on this trail, you see some wildlife. I've seen deer out here. I try to walk and be quiet when I'm not talking to a camera, but anyway, I've seen deer out here. So far this morning, I've not seen anything except for a single gray squirrel ran across the trail in front of me. So anyway, all right guys, so I'm getting ready to take this pullover off. This is my new Appalachian Gear hoodie, and boy does it keep you warm. And while the weather's not really quite cold enough for this new toboggan, some people call it a hat, other people might call it something else, but this there was a recommendation from Hiking with Whiskers, a guy I follow on YouTube, and he kept going on about how nice these hats were, and so I had to try one out. I got this one for $35, and it's from Mountain Blaze. It's just a mom and pop's place out of Maine, and they do an excellent job with customer service. They got the product out to me quickly. It was exactly like they said it would be, and they asked for a picture. I sent them a picture with me in it, and they noticed some of my hiking gear behind me, and commented on that. And just real personable folks. They seem like they want to know their customers instead of just selling you something. So if you haven't checked them out, do like I did and listen to Hiking with Whiskers. And if you're not following him on YouTube, you probably should, because he's getting ready to hit the trail. I think the last thing I saw, he's probably down to about a week now before he hits the trail, and I'm looking forward to following him. So yeah, so I'm going to get get this pullover off and get this hat and pullover put into my day pack here and continue on my day. All right, I'm out. All right, for the first time, I've been here several times, but for the first time, where the family wilderness campground sign was, I noticed more of a designated road. So I walked back in here, and I thought it was just an area where you could camp, but they've actually got campsites set up here. I'll show you. I've seen at least 5 campsites in here that are marked with a but yeah, each one of them has a fire pit and at least a couple of benches and at least one, and it doesn't look like these have been used in quite a while, but a nice flat camping area, and then of course a beautiful view, and of course this hill goes down to the river. I can hear Lanier Falls down there. Wow. I just had a group of probably 25 adults just walk by, like they were on a mission. Looked like it might be some kind of a guided hike, I'm not sure, but just seeing all those folks go by really makes me happy that I like to be by myself out here. But at least they're out here having a good time. So I did get around the loop. There is a loop road that goes around the family wilderness campsite, and I can actually see a couple of tents. I didn't film them back there because I didn't want to interrupt or get into their business or privacy. But yeah, they also have a privy here. It's just a one stall privy here. It looks to be very clean. They provide you with the paper, so yep, for your convenience. And then they also have a place to deposit your trash, so if you happen to have lunch or anything out here, you can deposit your trash there and not have to tote it out. So I let that group, I don't know, been about 3 minutes since they walked by, and they were moving. So yeah, from that last junction that I was at, I don't know, it may be a quarter mile to this point, but I'm at the top of the trail, basically, what I call it, and you can see that Lanier Falls is 0.3 miles. That's a trailhead to Lanier Falls. Parking area is 2.6 miles the way we're going, and we've come 2.4 miles from the parking area. So we're going to continue on. I hear another group behind me. Maybe I can float around here right between those groups. But yeah, you out here wanting quiet and they just talking. So anyway, I'm going to ease on. If they get too close, I'll slow down and let them pass me. I don't have to slow down too much, but I'll let them pass me anyway. Alright, so now I'm out. Okay, so here is the trailhead for Lanier Falls. And as I said, I'm not going all the way out there, but it's a really decent, easy trail. It stays up here on this ridge for maybe 400 or 500 yards, and then it follows steps all the way to the bottom to the falls. And I don't know, maybe 2/10 of a mile. It's not very far. I thought the sign back at the preview was 3/10 of a mile to the trailhead, but it couldn't have been that far. It's more like 1/10 of a mile maybe to the sign there. I'm down on the flat portion of the trail down by Campbell Creek now, so getting some pretty views of the creek. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn you around so you can kind of see the trail, see where we're going. As you can see, it's flat. This creek runs right along. There's a lot of rock in the banks. So this part of the state's right close to the fall line where it drops off from the Piedmont down into the coastal plains. But just real slow moving creek here. It's going from, as you look at it, from your right to your left, flowing out toward the Cape Fear River. So there's a lot of trees and debris in it right up here. So, during some heavy rains, that could cause some problems. But yeah, here we are back on the trail. We're going, looks to be kind of in an eastwardly direction because that sun's back in our eyes and it's still morning. So maybe I'll probably be through by noon, but doesn't matter which way I walk. It seems like the camera's always looking into the sun. So there's a lot of roots on this trail. So if you got bad knees and ankles, like I do, you gotta look down a lot. But I hate looking down at the trail when I need to be looking off to the sides at the views. But kind of got to balance that out so you can be safe and enjoy the view at the same time. But you can see there's a little up and down on the trail, but for the most part it is just going to follow this creek all the way back up to where we got on or came across the bridge. And we'll cross the bridge and then we'll go uphill for 3/4 of a mile. No, excuse me, 1/4 of a mile. So I made it around the loop. I'm back to the bridge, getting ready to head up to the parking area. according to the trail marker here, looks like it's a half a mile from this tree up to the parking area. Don't know how accurate that is, but you know, it's not a bad walk from here. We're back to the bridge, and I don't think I showed you this before, but just off the bridge there's a nice little place to sit. Pretty good flat area there, where if you brought your kids out, you could play and let them play. So yeah, we're back here on the bridge and getting ready to climb. So I haven't looked at my watch to see how long it's taken me to walk this, but I have truly been just sauntering through, looking at things and avoiding people. But yeah, it's a good day here. So I'm sure you don't want to hear me huff and puff. So as I get ready to climb this hill, plus I'm going to use my trekking poles to help get me up this grade, but it's not steep at all. It's just constant. Got some roots and stuff to have to dodge, but yeah, when I get back up to the parking area, I'll do a little debrief, and that'll be it. But if you've never been out here at Raven Rock State Park very much, it's a great place to come and get some exercise. There's obviously some shorter trails. I think this is the longest trail, but again, it's not difficult. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm out. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that walk at Campbell Creek Loop at Raven Rock State Park. I really enjoyed it. It's not a difficult trail, but it's got a lot of beautiful views. And the next time we come out here, maybe we'll go either down to the rock. I'll show you that, or we might go back out and go down to Lanier Falls. But either way, hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, where will the trails take you?